Here we are, we're back, baby. Back and I'm hitting them hard. Breasts don't sag. I don't need no push-up, bro. You know that one?
Back and I'm hitting them hard. Breasts don't sag. I don't need no push-up, bro.
I don't know why you're here.
Gosh, like nobody knows these raps. Have you realized that? I do have a good knowledge of...
Like, just rap, R&B.
Yes.
I did notice that yesterday when you were just like, I want to hear some like neo soul. I was like, I have not heard any person...
Thank you.
Be you of any color or like country of origin, like refer to it neo soul in a good like 15 years. So that proves that you're actually a lot older than you pretend you are.
It's true.
True. I love it.
Yes. This is my friend Paul, one of my good friends. We text all the time. You know what's interesting though? Like we've never lived in the same city.
No. And it's been what, 5 years?
We've lived in the same cities, but never at the same time.
True.
You've lived in, except you've...
Oh wait.
Okay. Just New York and LA, actually.
Actually, yeah.
But you've lived in New York, LA, Atlanta, and now like Miami-ish, Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, well, it's Fort Lauderdale.
How do the four compare?
It's a question.
Hey, look, this is Red Wine Talk, baby.
Listen,
welcome.
I'm gonna talk a lot.
Good.
It started in 1880. No.
So
sorry, like it's my channel.
you're like,
next.
all right, just hit 100,000 on this channel. Like we're on the come up.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I just did.
Wow,
Like,
I just started watching 2 days ago. And
You know what's funny though? I don't think people really get this. Like, I don't think any of my close friends like actually watch.
I don't want to say it's awkward because like I enjoy hanging out with you, but like watching you on camera is funny because like I know who you are as a person, but then at the same time like I just talked to him. I don't want to watch him for 40 minutes.
Do you think that I'm the same? Because I feel like I'm the same.
You are, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like involuntarily like you're just on my computer screen.
And you're just like, I don't need that much.
But you actually know what it is? It's because I want to talk back to you and I can't. Like literally when I watched the Netherlands video, I wanted to crack jokes with you or with you. I'm looking at with you, and it was just weird.
Well, you know,
It was just weird.
not on your Amazon couch.
Wow. I will have
cracky jokes.
This came from Wayfair, bitch. It's 1.5 levels higher.
Can I say something about like the fact that roasting each other? So we made this video in Scotland last fall.
And guess what? Got his number 2. Hey, got him. Of course he's gonna get your number. He can talk to nobody else. Everybody speaks English.
I just look hit here. This why I can't be
here. Like it's everywhere we've been. Like Paris. I've been with you in New York.
Maybe
We're
it's
now in
because I'm
Scotland.
walking around with an umbrella like this.
Or the space that you own.
We feel so comfortable with each other now
Yeah.
that we are totally fine to like roast each other and be mean to each other because it means we feel comfortable with each other.
Yeah, like I don't do it because I want to be mean to you. So
No,
people that
and
were,
I
like,
know that.
were like hurt that I was like making fun of you. It's because like that's the way that like we can show love. Is because it's just like we're comfortable pointing out the flaws that are so obvious that nobody else talks about. But as your friend, you're okay to do that. My father always says like if I can't be mean to you, that means I don't trust you. Yeah, and if I'm like always nice to you, that means I don't like you. Because you have to be pleasant, and that means you're just like always minding what you say because you want that positive image in that person's head. But like once you gain that trust, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Don't give a fuck.
You know that I would ride and die for you.
Oh yeah, I know the second I need like actually some help or some like therapy, like you'd be there.
100%.
Haven't needed it yet. I'm just kidding.
She doesn't know it. I was rambling on about something before, and it really was entertaining me. Anyways, moving on.
Well, I always edit these.
Yeah.
Although I'm trying to like modify the way I film videos, so I could maybe put a longer video.
Oh, I know, shut up. I know what it was. It was in the Netherlands, so like I can't talk back to you on the videos, but that one, fucking amazing. Like it was so good. Like
Stop. I don't know how to like take compliments sometimes. Cause like I'll accept it, but I'm like,
sure,
thank you, but like thank you's not enough.
well, it's fair because you probably want to know why people are complimenting you.
But then that seems like compliment fishing.
No, you're not asking for the compliment. If you want validation of something, then you should ask like for validation.
Just like get on social media more.
Exactly.
Okay, so what did you like about it?
I like that. So it did feel very much like you. And
Good, okay.
It's almost like when I want to ask you a question or crack a joke, you kind of like did it already. So I felt like you were so comfortable doing that that it was enjoyable to watch all 40 something minutes, 50 minutes of it versus like the other videos are just...
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Because even like, to be real, when people come up to me in the street or whatever, they're like, I love your channel so much, you've really inspired me.
Yeah.
Saying thank you is like, to me saying thank you to them is almost like a slap in the face. Because
Right.
it's like,
But you,
I don't. There's like no words
Yeah,
for me to, because I'm so thankful to them.
yes.
Like maybe I inspired people, but I'm thankful that people care enough to watch.
Well, I don't know if you realize, but when people come up to you, and I've been there for like 3 or 4 times where we're like hanging out, and you say thank you, comma, and then you start a conversation with them, and I've seen it where you like the person will respond back, and then you guys have like a 15-minute conversation. I gotta go walk to Starbucks and like entertain myself.
You're like, I didn't sign up for this.
I was really trying to just go to this club down the street. And all of a sudden we talk about the intricacies of Israel. Like, great, another day.
How do we meet, Paul?
Back in 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when we had the first thing.
Yeah, and I was working at. Yep, I was there. And we saw you, and it was like one of those trending reports. It was like, who's trending on YouTube? Who should like be the next person we reach out to like work with?
We met through work, basically.
Does that happen ever?
Oh, nor does a second bottle ever happen. And you're right, it's getting way too hot in here.
It's like, listen, it'd be like a costume change. But wait, no, we rejected you at first.
Yeah, that was in my notes. I wanted to talk about rejection.
Oh, okay.
So tell them how like I wasn't shit.
Yeah.
And I'm still not.
Still not. Here we are yet again. No, like it was, you were great, but it was not great enough apparently, which means nothing. But y'all kept persevering, and that was the dopest thing, because that's why I kept in touch, because like I love watching you guys. You kept on keeping on.
In this whole influencer social media world, what happens is like my job is quite literally like how well I can perform. Not like how entertaining I can be, but how well the numbers perform.
Right.
And I already know how that formula works. It's post a shirtless picture or like get on TikTok.
Yeah.
Neither of those like show who I am
Right.
or like who anybody is.
I mean, you couldn't do that for 50 minutes in the Netherlands. Like, that just wouldn't have worked. It could have worked for something, but like you would not have gotten like the deep.
The dick.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, okay.
Bloop. But the deep content that you got, so.
Yeah, there's 2 ways to do this whole internet thing. It's you do that, and like people thrive that way.
Yeah.
And then there's the other side, which is more personality or like information, entertainment based.
And that's where you get rejection.
Been to those parties in LA or just in New York, and the having followers does not equate to like having a good personality. Basically, having followers does not equate to worth. That's what I want to say. Like, it's not self-worth.
Yeah, and I'm glad that it took a little while, but I'm glad that like the industry is almost noticing that too.
There's a Kanye lyric that I feel like is so true in the entertainment industry. The people highest up got the lowest self-esteem. The people with like highest amount of followers that I've ever met do not seem happier at all.
Well, they have nothing else to like fulfill their life but that number on a screen.
Yeah.
Which if like the internet goes down tomorrow, then like what's your self-worth? At least you got me, so I mean that's a win. There's a Jamaican saying that's very similar. It's like the higher the monkey climbs, the higher the butt is exposed. It's said in patois, but I just can't do it yet. One more glass and I'll get there.
The whole entertainment industry talks about this. More money, more problems. The rap song, like it's all the same thing.
The great prophet Cardi B.
Yeah.
The people that pop the most shit. Talk the most shit? Pop the most shit?
People who pop the most shit.
It's people who shit's not together.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never knew that was there.
Yeah. It's people that don't have their shit together, ones that want to be the loudest and the most seen and heard, because they're overcompensating for their lack of actual internal work. Just like, do that thing below me where you put words. Internal worth.
You know me, this whole trip, I've been here for 4 days, and like half the things I say like do not make any sense.
Yeah, it's because you speak 5 languages.
Well, because I'm living in France.
Rub it in my face.
I did.
You live in Fort Lauderdale. Oh
No.
swamp.
Look, I can't filter. You know what? I read this blog one time a few years ago, and it was about this girl living in Paris, and she got tired of having to filter her literal life. Like saying she lives in Paris because her friends back home in New Jersey would get salty about it.
It's because they live in Jersey. If they just went across the river Manhattan, they'd be like, cool. Eat your snails. We'll chill. It's like moving from Dalton, Georgia to like Atlanta. Like
You're
people.
from Dalton?
I'm not from Dalton. Sorry, I'm not from Dalton.
Just like me, I'm not from New Haven, Indiana. I'm from Fort Wayne.
I'm from Alpharetta, bitch. Like, let me rep real hard about that suburban city.
All American cities look the same.
We were talking about that. You wanted to go to Whole Foods because you just could not survive without the hot bar. True or not?
Very true. And I've been there every day since I've got here.
We didn't go today, did we?
But we going to. What time is it?
Yeah, they were still up. But no, yeah, it's the same thing. It's like Starbucks, Whole Foods, Trader Joe's,
Same thing.
Orange Theory, blah, 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 blah.
I could survive in a city like this because you have everything you need. Your life is very set up and efficient. Like, you get shit done.
Yeah.
But in terms of being inspired and creative, like,
that is not.
It's limited.
It's very limited here.
It's limited.
Yeah, you have to like import your friends in from other countries to like re-inspire you to do things.
You have to pee, but I don't trust you with the camera alone.
I will sit here like a church mouse.
Do I need to flash back to? Bate com bunda no chão. Of all my close friends, y'all, Paul is one of the only ones who has said he's going to come visit and like actually does. For my birthday weekend in Scotland, I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about going somewhere, maybe like Scotland. He's like, all right, let's go. And I was like, whoa, seriously? And you flew in from here.
Yep.
You flew in on what? You arrived on Friday
morning.
5 a.m.
Yup. Got to London.
London. We were in Scotland that night.
Yeah, because you came in from France that afternoon, right? Or that morning.
But it's not about me. It's about like you flew in. My train was quick. He flew in from Miami to London. We took a train up to Scotland. We were there for like 3 nights.
Yeah.
And then he flew back.
Yeah.
Like, talk about Miami to Scotland, y'all. Like, that's not close.
It was your birthday. You wanted something for your birthday, but
I'm linking all these videos, by the way.
You what?
I'm gonna link them.
Oh, great. Show the reason that I went to Scotland. That really interesting story that I told about why I really just had to come back. And so I was going up to the Highlands for a friend's birthday, and I had a good friend, Carrie, that lived in Edinburgh at the time, and I just wanted to catch up with her and see what life was about here. So it was great. That's it. That was a really boring story.
People clicked off by now.
Yeah, please.
They've already clicked off. No,
yeah,
the people who are here just like...
They're like, wow, who is that old man? No, I'm talking about you. You're like 30 now. Shit. They don't know how old I am. I'll look this way until I die. Next tomorrow, you won't look like a auntie. Your pimple hurt? Don't invite me nowhere. You should know better.
Because each of these red wine talks, I try to cater them to the person who's in them. And I really do think that you show up for your friends.
Yes.
Like, for real. I think it was last night, yeah. Like, your friends came over.
Yeah.
You had shit to do for work.
Yeah.
You had to, like, make a whole document and presentation. But your friends came over, I don't know if unexpectedly or not, but everyone kind of lingered and everyone was having fun. And they got McDonald's, they came back. And, like, you still had your thing to do. And if that were anybody else, like me included, I would have been, like, a little stressed. Like, shit, I got to do this. But there was like no pressure to like get people out.
Yeah.
Because you ended up like going to your room, you got your work done.
Well, I have to because that paycheck is great.
But like, most people be like, sorry guys, like I gotta get work done.
Yeah. Because like, yes, I probably could have set a boundary and be like, hey guys, I have a lot of work to do, like get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, what's another hour and a half? Like I probably would have done that watching YouTube, watching Riddle. Or showing up for your friends should not be a transactional thing. It's like, well, you remember the time I bought you that ticket, and remember the time I bought you 3 bottles of wine, and let's just stay at my house during the fucking like coronavirus outbreak, like give me money or give me something back in return. Like I don't care. You showing up here means like the world to me. And the fact that you're okay for 3 days sitting in my apartment while I had to go work to make that money.
Did I say I was okay with that?
You know what? He has been sitting in Fort Lauderdale, which is known for being on the beach. Damon, when's the first? Today's what? Friday? You got here Tuesday.
Tuesday.
When was the first day you went to the beach?
Friday.
What?
Shut up, Paul! I went on Friday.
He did not realize that the beach was there for him to go to until I took him there for lunch. And then it was spring break.
Look, I have videos edited too. I have a career. This is what I call a career.
Right, no, this is a career. But this career could easily be picked up and taken over to the beach, which is about 2 miles away.
This square could easily be stretched out to the original YouTube size, 16 by 9.
Right, but yeah, here we are in the middle.
Guess what? That's what makes this channel
God.
special.
It's
You know,
so
every video I've filmed on this channel has been like this.
Yeah.
And I do it because guess why? I'm not doing it for the algorithm. I don't care. I want to do what I want to do.
In 2020, on the internet, when people have so many opinions, you want to do what you want to do?
I wish people would value creativity.
Creativity. Well, we were talking about Mark Rober, that YouTuber I was telling you about. It's one of those nerdy things that I watch. But he's a guy that will like make 1 video a month because he spends the entire like 6 weeks planning for it, filming it. It's great, and I feel like you should definitely do the same thing because there's no reason to take your shirt off ever, and just do things for views because nobody wants to see you that much. But your creativity is like fucking top notch. That's where it's at.
It feels very cheap like to do things for
Yeah.
views. Like, again, I don't want to knock anybody, but it just feels like the reality television of YouTube,
Right.
which has its place.
Does it? Ooh, wow.
Damn.
I have a feeling about that.
I'm gonna zoom into your face. People love it because it like takes them out of their own reality.
But in my opinion, that's why YouTubers started YouTube, because they want to show real reality and to make a relatable reality, not alternate, fake, filtered reality.
I told you I have to go pee.
50, you go!
No.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Okay.
If you
But-
pee on my rug, I swear to God. This did come from Amazon, but that was a good 300 cents. I don't got real money.
Oh my god. You gotta stop. Okay, I just went to Guadeloupe and I was like, what souvenir can I get this kid? I'll get him one of these. And guess where it is? It's probably in the trash can at this point because it's garbage.
It is not garbage. It
I
is.
swear when I bought that, I'm like, I shouldn't even buy this because it's so bad quality.
It made me so happy though.
No,
It's not gonna do this.
it won't do that.
It won't do that. But y'all know I love fans.
I said we could put up in your room, and the place that he puts it behind his door.
I will see it every morning before I leave, and I will think of you and your insignificant fan.
God, yes. I'm gonna come back for that point, but yeah, I'm gonna be back. Say what you need to say.
Anyways, so I'm taking over the channel. Oh, he's back. Okay. Whew. Anyways, so yeah, just subscribe below. There's a link in the description. It'll be great.
To what? I've been telling you to pursue this. You're the only one in your way. You're like, that's not what I was talking about.
Let's talk about my foot sex channel that I'm starting. Yo, this woman was making $1,200 a week just off her fucking feet.
You can make more than that, I think.
They're big enough.
I can't tell if this is getting darker or the same color.
No, I think something happened. I think one of those like
'Cause
nighttime
this-
routines just like kicked in.
I can just address it right now. Do you want to address it?
That I'm rich and all my lights are just do what I say by voice.
I don't know how to work anything in his
He
apartment.
literally
guys.
came here and started flipping switches, and I'm like, why is the hall light not coming on when I walk through my door? Why is the AC set to cool? Actually, thank you for that, because it was real hot earlier.
I didn't know how to.
You couldn't work a thermostat, a Nest. Comment below if you use the Nest.
Where is the nest?
It's on the wall.
Where? I didn't even see it.
You must have touched it earlier. Did you not change it to just
Oh,
cool?
that's a nest.
That's what it is. It is 2020. He's literally like born 100 years after me, and the bitch ain't never turned a damn nest.
I don't even know.
I bet Brian.
That's a
would know.
thermostat.
You got a water boiler? You want to put yourself in like a Dutch oven? I
told
don't know. What else do you use in Paris, bitch?
Nothing.
A guillotine
I
to
have-
cut your damn brie? Get the fuck out of here. It's a damn nest. It's a thermostat. Oh, I'm from Indiana. Oh, cornfields.
Oh my god. So you don't feel at all that having all these like technologically advanced things in your house like is any way, I don't know, like creepy or could get creepy? Like the fact that Alexa, are you listening to me?
I only listen after you /Alexa private.
She got a lot to say. You know how many government secrets I spill in these four walls? None. Do you know how much
That don't matter.
sleeping I do in these four walls?
And they're like, he sleeps around 10 p.m., which means
But you know, FBI, NSA, whomever wants to pin something on me, go for it. They're gonna have a hard time because I got a lot of white people that'll defend me, and I know this country loves what y'all got to say. You got the wrong one. And you have a hard time trying to pin me like, oh, he was like doing something bad. Like,
shit.
I got like 23 light bulbs that are different colors. Like, was I doing something bad or was I just making money and spending it on dumb shit?
Still freaks me out, surveillance.
I don't know. I'm on Grindr. Like, there's a lot worse out there than Alexa listening to my conversations, y'all. Like, you want to take me down?
You're like, hey Alexa, watch this.
Cuts to me dancing to the Brazilian song.
All right.
Wait, so would you not put any of this technology in your house though? Like, to this degree?
No, I do think like in the future this will be how it is. Like this will be the norm.
The future.
Sorry.
But no, I know what you mean.
It is nice. Like I've gotten
Yeah.
used to it in the past 3 days. Just like turn on Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah.
Like again, like I
It's
don't.
Wi-Fi. Again, Sonos, not Bluetooth, but based on the Wi-Fi. Because once you disconnect from the Wi-Fi, you can't play music.
Did you know I was like this bad?
Yeah, I'm your friend.
How I was trying to work your damn washing machine.
Now that is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. That is a standard ass front load stacked. It's not difficult. And what I have done is excessive, but it's something that like where people want to buy a nice car, I want really fun stuff in my house because I spend more time in my house, and this is where I have my friends over, where I want them to feel comfortable.
Don't say you pay enough.
I'm sorry. What did you just say? And now go to sleep. Apothic Red, 2017 vintage from California, rich and smooth.
I haven't had any sponsors on this channel yet. I've made a creative.
I've sponsored you the past 4 days, bitch. You got sponsored. This is my video tonight.
I've made a creative like promise to myself that I won't take any sponsorships.
Really?
That was from January until probably like April, May. Because I wanted to focus on creativity. You know what happens when you value creativity over money?
You trying to lose
The
weight?
Netherlands documentary happens.
You need more money.
Stop!
That's right. Why am I still single? And I look this good. That make no sense. My phone number's in the description. If you know somebody or somebody that might know somebody, or if you got like a free puppy, just text me.
Done. Okay, you moving around all the time though. Are you afraid that you will?
I thought it was like an intervention. Are you afraid of commitment?
No. Look, I get DMs all the time of people
Okay,
asking
we
me.
get it.
This is for everyone else's benefit, okay? I'm here to help the public. On my little horoscope today, it's like you're meant to be of service to people, and I'm like, such a possibility.
I wish I could just have a channel just doing this to you all day long.
You can.
Yeah, I know. It's just called my Instagram. I literally should just do that. I mean, it's no longer it's Paul. It's at roast Damon.
Roast Damon.
Dominique.
Oh my God. I was writing this rap today, and like, tell me I was so excited, and I didn't ask for any criticism, no constructive criticism either, but you had an input.
What did I say to you when you said you finished it? Did I say? I said like, how much do you hate it, or how much do you think you love it? Because you knew what was gonna happen.
I shouldn't have even told you.
You shouldn't.
But what you said was right. Like, I will take your advice over anybody. I get a lot of DMs where people ask me how I feel about loneliness or moving to a new city where you don't know anybody.
Yeah.
You've also done the same thing. How do you feel? How do you make new friends?
It's weird. Like, I will say that I've been blessed with a lot of the jobs that I've had.
Yeah.
Because working in digital marketing, you end up being around people that tend to be a little bit younger or a lot younger. So inevitably you're in click with people. Because moving to LA was like the most frightening thing I've ever done. Longer story boring. I was supposed to be in New York. They told me no, you got to go to LA. Drove to LA, knew absolutely nobody. I literally like didn't even have an apartment for the first.
Drove?
Oh, I had no choice. Like, I had no money. I'd quit my contracts thinking I was moving to New York, spent all this money to move to New York. And then the bitch was like, nah, you going to LA. So I got my little ass Ford Focus, packed in my 3 suitcases, swung by my parents. I drove from New York to Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Right
to
turn.
LA.
Ended up at Santa Monica Beach, looked at it, found out the Pacific Ocean, cold. Didn't like it.
Very cold all the time.
I had no idea. I'd never been.
All the time.
Never been west of the Rockies.
LA's beautiful, but the water's cold.
Debatable about the
That's what
beautiful
you just said.
LA's not beautiful.
Oh.
She functions.
But water's cold.
As fuck. It's a very like eye-opening experience because you kind of like have the only time to actually know what it's like to be alone. And just like, even though there's millions of people around, you are truly alone. And you find out who you are, and then either that makes you happier and stronger, or you end up like this. Just kidding. But you know what happened after I moved to LA?
Wow.
I moved back with my parents. 2 years after, barely 2 years in LA, I had to go back to Atlanta.
After I'd lived in New York for 5 years, to when I was like, I'm done with school.
Yep.
I'm gonna do YouTube. I was like, deuces, I'm moving back to Indiana.
Yeah.
I did a month. I'm like, if I focus on my YouTube channel for 1 month
Yep.
with no bills, not having to worry to pay the bills, that's when it will take off, and that's when it happened. But you know what? That's also the time that I realized like privilege is a real thing because not everyone can just go home.
And that's like not the white privilege. That's just like
That's anyone.
That's
anyone
like
who can like revert to their parents' privilege.
right. And what would you call it? Like familial privilege?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, having a family is actually like a privilege. But the same thing when I went to Atlanta after I left LA, I was there for a month and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna focus on finishing this kids book that I started. And like, I really just want to focus on that. Took 1 month. I fucking finished it off, got to China, published that shit, shipped it over, mailed it out. I got an offer to go to New York at the same time. Like just that 1 month of focusing on you was great. And I had the privilege of having my parents to like afford that. If you have like a skill, a personality, whatever you have, and you can like know that you can afford to leave, try it. There's no reason not to. Unless there's like a government that says like you can't move around the country for like 2 weeks. Sit your ass still and wash your hands. Nasties. The whole coming out thing is just like, hey, like, you know what? I'm actually not blonde. I have brunette hair. I need to come out as that. Oh, because you feel comfortable with your natural state? One, I didn't ask to be here. Sammy and Vanessa, I have forgiven you. But I didn't ask to be here. But being black, I didn't ask for that either. Being gay, I didn't ask for that either. Shit, none of this I asked for. But you know the fuck what? I'm here.
Yeah.
You white, gay, short. Did you ask for any of that? Did you check some boxes before you came on that entry? No. So I don't understand like that. What I do understand, and I'm appreciative of it, is like people like Ellen, people like all the things that happen, Stonewall. It's just like being black means you have to follow these like prescribed things of being and living. Just like being white means you have to like be a white person. Like there's no template for being anybody because none of us asked to be this way, and how we choose to live is how we're gonna fucking live.
Where's the third bottle of wine?
Girl, that's my baby. Where's my child?
No, you put two babies together who are completely different. Different, whatever, sexuality, different color, different everything, different size, and they will get along.
You know what?
It's all culture.
I watched one of those nerdy videos that I do when I'm by myself and the government's listening, and they said that like babies recognize faces as faces. So they see eyes, nose, mouth, and they realize that is something that like they can communicate with. But if you were to put like the Scream mask or like Freddy Krueger or their own mother, they have the same reaction up until about age 2. And then it is because of like how we raise them, as with the point you're getting to, and you teach them what is scary, what is normal, what is safe, what is not, that amygdala starts to fucking fire off, and then they start to associate what fear is. And when you teach your child to fear a color, or an idea, or a religion, or a fucking country, or a fucking imaginary border, that's when fear takes over and you shut the fuck down. Other than that, we could all be happy and just like running around, living life, flying in space and shit. Bitch, we could all be happy.
We could all be happy.
We could all be coming out as happy. I came out born, didn't ask to be here, and bitch, I'm happy about it. But here we are, Corona 2019, 2020. Orange as fuck leader, red wine, red as fuck. Good night. What is different? Like, you know what the most defining moment in my life, and it's so weird that I remember this, but it was such like it was such a great, like, petty moment in my life.
Okay.
It was 8th grade biology class. And my teacher was just pissing me off for whatever fucking reason it was. And I looked at her and I said, Miss Bissette, well, I know her name still. I was like, would you feel like a minority if I dropped you off in the middle of Africa, in the Congo, and there was no way for you to ever leave where you were? Would you feel like a minority? And she said, absolutely not. Yeah. Because I'm white. Yeah. Although she is different where she is, she does not feel different.
What, she felt like she would still...
She's still white. She's still comfortable in who she is. She was born that way, and then where we are, like, she just felt like that comfortable.
Okay.
And then in my mind, I was like, okay, so like if you're that comfortable being who you are here or there, if you had no escape, like why can I not be comfortable though I am trapped here and I have no way to leave?
But did you feel like she was being genuine when she said that?
She was being a bitch, 100%. But at the same time, she enlightened me that she didn't realize that. And I think that was like a turning point for me because...
You're like, you dumb, but like...
honestly, guys, I went home to my mom and she was like, wow. She's like, I need you to, go to college and like get a job. I'm not gonna fight this one. This let her go. It made me realize, like, like her mind is so powerful that she can just change her entire perception of the world. Why the fuck can I not? Going back to the privilege, like I do have the privilege of like interacting with different types of people, coming from a Jamaican family, raised in the South, blah, 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 blah. Where some people only have like their immediate family and their immediate family stuck in a smaller town of people that are just like them. And that's like, The only nobody they can't challenge anybody else, and people can't challenge them because like there's no outside like external forces happening there.
Someone said to me,
"You ugly." I'm sorry. Wait, no. Wait, do it again. I want to do the proper color purple.
So someone once said to me,
"You show is ugly." If you have black watchers, I would love for them to comment below what movie that's from. Do you know?
if I have black watchers. I'm so done with this. Oh my god. Oh,
Until you do right by me, I'm done. Everything you think of will fail.
instead of referencing Cora this time, I want to reference this new podcast that I've been listening to that it's not new, it's just, I'm new on the podcast. Revolution Ramblings, I've been telling all my friends about it. She has all these I can't.
You shouldn't.
Revolution Ramblings is a podcast that I listen to all the time now. She's always doing these analogies of like these kind of dense philosophical concepts, and she makes them accessible to the general public via these analogies.
Sure.
So I have one that I thought of. In Guadeloupe on my bike, I'm in the lane with all the cars. Cars are getting mad because I'm on a bike. They're like, oh, this is for cars. This is not for bikes.
No, like bike lane?
No bike lane, no sidewalk, so I have to ride my bike in the lane. Meanwhile, I'm like, this is a lane for transportation. Like, this is how you get from point A to point B, whether on a bike or whatever. Cars are like, this has always been for cars, so this is how it should be. And I think that this analogy is really important to what you had just said about, like, race. The lane has always pretty much been for, for one person, one kind of race.
Right.
And then here you have everybody else trying to get in the lane. And like no one's moving over.
That's interesting.
Everyone's like, move over. This is always supposed to been for us.
And you know the normal inclination, city of Atlanta, is to just expand the highways, add more lanes for the same thing that's already been there. Okay. But instead of, hey bitch, like you got this whole median you ain't using, put something else different there. Another mode of transportation. MARTA, extend it out. I'm just literally talking to the city of Atlanta. But I see what you're saying though. Fucking extend MARTA. We need it up north.
Extend MARTA.
Just do it. Shit. Do you know how long it takes to go from the airport to Alpharetta?
We're on the lane of life.
The highway of life.
The highway of life, and there are all these different lanes, either race or sexuality or whatever you want to use for your analogy.
Bicycles.
And some people on bicycles trying to get on the lane.
Some people like
that lane might have been for cars, but that doesn't mean it always has to be for cars.
Throw a fucking unicycle in there.
Walk.
A tricycle.
Do what you gotta do to get on the lane.
Is fun.
I loved.
Don't. Don't. My mom's gonna watch this. Don't. I literally meant like an actual tri-wheel vehicle. But you know what's actually really... I don't know why I'm doing that. Do you know what's really funny? Is that roads were made for cars, bitch.
This is for all of us.
Right.
Make room.
Social distancing. You have nothing from 2019, Corona.
We're like, make room for everybody.
Yeah, so back like that.
Paul is always calling like,
everybody.
Guys, girls, she.
Her. That bitch.
That bitch. You're always referring to somebody as the feminine.
Right.
I was in Starbucks here in Fort Lauderdale when...
wait, this was here?
This was yesterday.
No, shut the fuck up.
Yes!
This is a while ago.
Down the street right there. Yes.
Oh, that makes it so much funnier. The one right here on the corner? Oh, shit.
Y'all, I went to go get coffee, a cold brew yesterday. Yes, I went to go get a cold brew yesterday, and I walk into the Starbucks, and there's a woman in front of me. She orders a drink, she sits down. Then it's my turn, and I'm like, hi, I'll take a grande cold brew. And there were two, like, very flamboyantly gay guys working. The guy working the espresso machine looks at the cashier and goes like, oh, can you ask her if she wants whipped cream? So the guy asks me if I want whipped cream on my cold brew. And then the barista goes, no, her. Like the actual girl. Her. I could just think like any like straight man who feels so like identified
Right.
in like his straightness would be pissed.
Just
probably.
mad at the whole like
The whole
the
thing.
whole construct of being a gender was just diminished by a Starbucks barista over damn whipped cream. But it's so true. It's
That
just
was
like
hilarious.
just one little like word that's like 2 or 3 letters can literally be your entire identity. Like, bitch, what?
And what I say, I think it's Finnish or another language
yeah.
where they don't even have a differentiation between he and she. It's just like there's a word for like a human,
A
like,
person, like-
that person
Yeah.
did this.
In fact, in the past like 3 years, like they them has become like a controversial, politicized like thing. I'm pretty sure that when like an unidentified shooter or a bomber happened, because it happens every day here, it's like that person, they have done this. This person might like just giving an undescriptive gender like identification, whatever, was like a normal
Useful?
thing. Yeah, it's useful. Because you're talking about a human, and then when it becomes like a gender that person like it's unnecessary.
It makes you wonder, like, why do we need different words for he and she? Like, literally,
It probably makes somebody feel very comfortable.
I think we know who.
Yeah, we should do like a turmeric shot and go to the gay bar.
That was the most LA thing, and I'm down.
You're going to do it.
I'm going to do that
Right,
too.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us. I don't even like saying make sure because
Like-
it feels like forced.
Don't even. Like, don't
Thank
follow
you.
me.
Okay, Paul, can you please finish the video?
Guys, thank you so much for watching this. This has actually been like, I don't know how to do this out there. Wow.
Isn't it hard?
It's actually kind of weird. For those of you who are watching to the end, thank you for watching. It has actually been so awesome being on this because we have talked about a lot of things. And if you are going to like subscribe and watch, it's because there are real people talking about real things happening on this channel and on other places on the YouTubes.
Leave your comments below. I'll be commenting back. Maybe
I would definitely join in.
you want to do it?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Text me when the video's up. I got y'all.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bisous. Gotta give bisous. Sorry, it is like, it's virus season. We'll just stop. Okay, see you in the next video.
Elbow bump. Yeah. Hey, it might look funny on Instagram, but like that's just the highlights. 90% of the time I'm in there sleep.
Exactly. Next.
That make no sense. Alexa, turn the hall lights off.
Oh my.
Oh,
She never listens. She never listens.
the air's still going, bitch.
Can you turn it off?
It's not a light switch. It's gotta like do it. Do you have air conditioning in France?
Shut up. You know I don't.
Okay, well, she got thoughts about how it works.
It's like, it's really pink, to be honest. Like,
Okay, well,
I
here.
think it might be a little too.
Well, your white ass just bounces it all out, don't she? I have poor parents that have to watch this.
I want to talk about just being gay.
I've never done it before.
I'm not the one to ask. We're already 17 minutes and 43 seconds in and like haven't even gotten to the first point.
We talk about we're gay.
Yeah, that's why we haven't gotten into anything, because some people talk like this.
Y'all wonder why I don't have a YouTube channel.
Also, not once has anyone ever commented on any of the backgrounds. You're like, that's because they haven't been to my place.
And that's because they all been shit.